Oh no, the Taro Ultra Blower Vac versus my pickup floor. I'm gonna blow it out. The mess underneath these oil barrels. So I'm using the shovel and I'm scraping it up, trying to clean it up, throwing it in that pail. Well, it's getting better. When filling a jug, it's nice to let it sit on something so you don't have to hold it up. And there's nothing underneath here, so that's why I was thinking about building that shelf to bring the jug up so you can just set it down so an old men like us don't have to strain ourselves. Oh, I can't finish my project. The wire feed welder quit working. Oh, no wire. That means time to get rid of some wire. Well, what do we have here? Some 35 meg wire. Oh, L&M, look what you charge. $29.29 for 10 pounds of wire. Yeah, that was free advertising for L&M. Unless that's a really bad price. Then sorry, L&M. Well, guess this means back to work. Oh, that's broke. Well, let's see, it says tighten that way. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, that's why. Out with the old. In with the new. Well, my phone. Now we just got to feed her through there. Feed it through there and out through the gun. And feed her. Feed it through. Uh-oh. I'm going to try and hit that hole. There. That's better. I'll try this at home. Ouch. I'm going to pinch my finger. I like to take the tip out of the gun. And now we just turn it on and start feeding. Looks like it's going good. Hey, let's crank up the wire speed. Max. There we go. Everything looks like it's working all right. How long does it take to come out the end? A little bit. Where are you at? You can do it. There it is. Got the cup back on, tip back in. Time to go back to welding. Whoa, looks like it works. There's the finished product. My little shelf. I put a little brace there to stiffen it up in case anybody wants to do backflips off it. It should hold. I put the belly pan for that D4 on the ground, and then I'm going to drive over the top of it. Put it under there. I was trying to find my belly pan. I was driving right over the top of it. I see it down there. It's pretty close. Wish one of you guys would help me put this in there. That's a bugger to do by yourself. But I don't have a choice. Dean and Jeff are out cutting, and I'm the only one here at the shop today, so I'm doing it by myself. I know you guys are all thinking I have this ultra glamorous job where I get to lay in the mud underneath the dozer trying to put a belly pan back on. See them loops? I gotta put them up there and then bolt this thing back into place. Yeah, it doesn't get any more glamorous than this. I bet you're jealous. gotta be loud. What does a torn rotator cuff feel like? I think I've got 3 of them. Next I gotta lift the hood back up on the D4 here. But I gotta be careful because that's the air filter, exhaust. There's a boot that goes down on that air filter. Here, I'll show it to you. This guy right here, it was smashed over, and so it was sucking exhaust into it, and the oil filter was just black. Did I say oil filter? No, I haven't been drinking. Air filter. Air filter was black. So I gotta make sure I get that boot on there correctly. Well, if we look down there, looks like the boot is good. And a nice, perfectly clean air filter. Air filter. Did you hear that? Not oil filter. A little rusty, that one. Yeah, this is the old pre-cleaner. I don't know what, it's been broke since the day we got this thing. So, the only way to fix it is really put your hands up there, snap, and there it is. Much better. Alright, not completely better. I gotta go get a screwdriver and deal with that hose clamp so I can clamp that on there nice and tight. So here's some drone footage I took last year to prove to you guys that we actually did cut in the summertime at one time. But this is kind of a unique video in the fact that we have both the conventional system going here and the cut to length system all on one job. That almost never happens. And the reason we were doing this is we had to sort a lot of bolts, or all the bolts, out of the balsam. So here you have the delimber limbing all the aspen. And what beautiful aspen it was. I wish we had more of that. And there's the balsam drags off to the side that I fell. And I'm going to fly over to Dean. He is processing the balsam. So Dean is limbing it. And, well, it's good that he's limbing it because summertime balsam is pretty fragile. And the delimber, you can easily break it. So it works good that the processor was doing it. And the other thing, the great thing about the processor is it has a measuring system on it, so it knows the diameters for the bolts. So that worked out pretty well to have Dean come over. He wasn't very far away, so he just drove over and did the balsam. As you can see, I'm going to fly over the bolts he sorted out there. They're pretty well peeled. Man, that's a beautiful pile of aspen. Now we're going to fly over and see Jeff slashing up some aspen there and sorting it. I was just trying to mess with Bill here, just fly over the top of him. Well, that and try to get a kind of unique perspective on the delimber. From a bird's eye perspective, I guess. So I just can't get enough of how beautiful that aspen was. Notice the biomass on the left that we chipped. Just a beautiful stand of aspen. You just don't come across aspen like that anymore. Not very often. So you can see Bill limbing and stacking, and Spiff is in between drags there. He's ranking out the balsam for Dean to process into the bolts and the pulp there, as you can see right there. He's down over the hill. This was kind of a big hog's bag type ridge, and there he is. There was some very nice balsam on this. It was a good place to sort balsam bolts. There's some aspen still standing. Look at that, just so tall. Winter wonderland in the beginning of October.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.